G'day. I just got a package. Actually, 2 packages. Let's open them up. So here it is. It's a 29 litre Kegmenter. Fully stainless steel, of course, with a 4-inch opening, which makes it very easy for cleaning. You can get your hand in there. I can easily get my hand to the bottom. I was touching the bottom then. If you've got bigger arms than me, you might struggle a little bit, but even then, it only has to go to my wrist, and I'm touching the sides there. It comes standard with a seal, and the 4-inch top with a hole in it for your airlock, clamp, and a simple S airlock and bung. If you're going to be using it just as a regular fermenter like this, you're going to need a siphon. And I just happen to have one here. This is an auto siphon, again stainless, and these are really handy. They're much better than the plastic ones. They won't break as easy. You can take them apart to clean if you need to. And a simple jiggle like that gets the siphon going. But of course, the trend of fermenters today is either fermenting under pressure or just having the ability to enclose transfer. And that's what I like about it. I'm not so fussed about the fermenting under pressure bit, but it just really helps me with my enclosed transfer, and there's no oxygen damage to my nice hoppy beers. So separately, you'll buy a pressure kit, which simply comes with the lid, a gas post, a beer post, and a pressure relief valve. And it also comes with the floating pickup tube, which of course, looking by the length of that, you're going to have to trim. You might even get 2 lengths out of that. They do hold around 29 litres, I think I said it before, and they are very wide. So when you're draining them, because they're so wide, you're probably going to leave 2 or 3 litres behind. I mean, that's pretty normal in my Fermzilla and my other vessels, because I usually cut my pickup tube quite short, so you're not picking up hops and debris and things. Now that is one disadvantage of a stainless one, is that you can't see through it, of course, because that was really handy to be able to see when your ball got down near the bottom like that, or your tube got down near the bottom, and you could see when you were starting to pick up yeast and hops. Though Kegland have also released these little cage things. Now I've had these in other videos. They were slightly different. They're a little bit bigger. They didn't have these holes on top. But what you can do with these, I'll show a close-up for you soon. You take the ball off, you put the cage in the end of your pickup tube, and you attach the ball to the top of the cage here. So that way, if you do get down into your yeast or into your hops, more likely, the hops aren't going to get sucked up the hose and block your disconnects. Don't be too rough with this because you could break it. It's just a split ring. You take the split ring off. I tried to fit the end of the filter into the stainless tube bit. It was fair, it wouldn't really go in, it was a bit too tight. You might be able to force it in. I didn't want to force it too hard. But it seemed to go into the silicon pipe okay. You might want to put a bit of stainless wire around it to hold it in place, or you might not. It seemed to, I don't think it'd come off. It'd have to be something drastic happen to it for that to come off by itself. And then of course you use the split ring just to attach the float back to the filter. I can get my hands out of the way. Yeah, it's a pretty simple setup. As I said, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of stainless wire or a clip around that tube. There are several reasons I like the idea of these. One of them is that they can stack. That is very handy for me when they're not in use. I can stack maybe 5 high if I had 5. But I reckon you could also put it in the fermenting fridge like this. Now you're not going to be able to have the pressure kit on there when you do that. But if you were fermenting and you just wanted to use a blow-off tube, you could grab a piece of hose, put it through the bung, put it through the handle hole, into the top. Ignore the quick disconnect, pretend that's not there. And that could go into your jar of water for your blow-off tube. And you can stack them like that. I'll give you a quick look inside. It's a little bit hard to see in there, but you can see there's easily enough clearance to run a blow-off tube. Even if you used a hard plastic elbow, if you didn't want the tube just bent like that. Now, of course, the other really good thing about these is they're stainless steel. So everyone knows how much easier stainless steel is to clean. There's not so much worry of scratching it. I can fit my arm in there. I could wipe off most of the krausen. I could wipe it off all of the krausen with my arm and probably just give it a hose out and it would be clean. Though it also fits on the bucket blaster. Goes quite well on the bucket blaster. I just wanted to mention that because you can't see through it, you can't really tell if the bucket blaster is doing its job properly. So it wouldn't hurt just to twist it around now and then, just to make sure the spray hits every little bit inside. So that's about it. They're simply a keg with a 4-inch hole in the top. Make great fermenters. You can get a larger size. I went for the 29 litre. They do have a larger size. I'll leave a link down below where you can go and check them out if you want to have a look. And I'm going to be using this in my next brew. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. G'day. Just a quick message at the end. This is the hop stomper. The video will be uploaded soon, I promise. I know I keep talking about it. I was waiting for it to clear a little bit for the tasting video because all the other ones have dropped crystal clear. Now the only difference with this one was the cryo hops in the dry hop. And it's like got a hop haze. So it's a bit unusual. But anyway, we'll get to that. What I wanted to say is I just wanted to thank everybody that's asked about how I'm going down here in Victoria. People, at least in Australia, will know Victoria's in a bit of a state at the moment with the cuff with what we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube. But I'm doing okay. Family are here. Yeah, you know, thanks for asking though. It's really nice. But we're all doing okay. The wife's working from home. I'm having to homeschool again. Help. But you know, this is the second time around. We're getting better at it. As soon as we get out of this lockup, I'll be visiting the States. I'll be in New South Wales and Queensland, hopefully before the end of the year. Hopefully. When I say visiting the States, I don't mean USA, USA for the overseas people. I mean Queensland and New South Wales. But I just wanted to say that. Thanks very much. I hope you guys are all doing well too. It's a mongrel what's going on at the moment. Anyway, cheers. Thank you. Goodbye.